Prehistoric cats in the Texas Hill Country. This week, paleontologists with the University of Texas went a mile underground, hoping to retrieve ancient cat skeletons. How old are the skeletons and where did they come from? KXAN's senior science reporter Eric Henriksen visited the dig site to learn how they'll find these answers.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
This five-man team is suiting up, heading nearly a mile underground
Heading down.
in search of prehistoric cats.
The highest concentration of bones is right in front of you guys, right?
They're ancient. They've been in this cave for a very long time.
Paleontologist John Moretti is a PhD candidate with UT Austin. He and a team from Natural Bridge Caverns in Comal County crawled through mud and rock in search of
Small wildcat remains preserved here in the cave at Natural Bridge Cavern.
Today, this is actually the left side of the mandible, the lower jaw.
It seems almost hard to believe. Why would they be coming into the cave?
Brad Wiest led the expedition to collect the cat skeletons, the first of which was discovered in 1963.
One of the Natural Bridge Caverns discoverers, Orion Knox, first found his way into a chamber called the dungeon.
They squeezed back through this long tunnel. It led them to this pitfall drop into a huge room.
And right at the base of the pit, there was a skeleton of a small wild cat.
UT researchers removed and studied those remains.
Fast forward to current era, we went back to the dungeon.
And they found more bones.
They went over to a neighboring pit room. There was another skeleton in there.
Then, in a tunnel connecting the two rooms,
There is cat tracks preserved in the sediment in places where people have not stepped.
How did these wildcats get that far back into the cave? Did they actually come in from the natural entrance and travel in absolute total darkness?
the team uses survey equipment and sketches to track the recovery effort.
Right here, I've got where I sketched the Inferno room, the overlaying passage above where the cat tracks are located.
Photos of these tracks will help the team determine the cat's movement.
Sometimes the claws are in. Sometimes you can see the track kind of slip.
And with the recovered bones, they'll be able to collect DNA to discover the cat's species and age.
What you need to date a bone is actually a protein that we make when we're alive,
which the cave preserves.
It's like keeping a sandwich in your refrigerator as opposed to on the counter, right? It's gonna go funny way sooner on the counter.
Moretti says the cats will help scientists better understand the ancient history of wildlife in the Hill Country, a history that's been buried until now. In Comal County, Eric Henriksen, KXAN News.
Now, if you're a bit more adventurous, you can see the cat paw prints close up. Natural Bridge Caverns offers adventure tours. The tour does involve some intense caving, including crawling through tight spaces and climbing as well, but maybe give it a go.